to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Motion, motion, motion.
Nix to the air. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Finding room in midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Taken down back at the 50-yard line.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48-yard
line. That's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 12.
To throw is Nix. He'll try and do this himself. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. But a little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
23 yards, the final tally.
It's a gain of 23
Someone sharp
yards.
in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drills, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
A gain of 7.
7 yards there and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just made.
And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Broncos.
Remember in preseason we were going to different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills. And, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Nix. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
Yards on the play.
That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Ready. Kill.
They'll run to the second-round pick from April's draft. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Ready.
On play action, here's Nix. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25.
It's 4th down.
Captain.
They're going. It's Nix. And taken in by his big tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Gain of 18.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
A gain of 26
A good pick
yards.
up there, 26 yards.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hold on a second. Ready.
A give up the middle to Woods. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brought down at the 28-yard
You've got to be impressed by that
2
defensive
yards
front
on
on
the
reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
Kill.
Now it's Nix. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Hold on a second. Ready. 180.
Throwing Nix. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
A gain of 26
They're able to convert
yards.
on 3rd down, and that sets
That's
up a 1st and goal.
Broncos first down. 1st and
Hold on a
goal
second.
at the
To the right.
3-yard line.
Ready. 180. Where's Hunt? Ole. Captain.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, but it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Hey, motion. Ready. 180. Where's Hunt? Bombers.
Here's Nix once more. And they're going to get to him. The sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Nick sacked. A loss of 6 yards. It's 3rd down and goal.
Here's 3rd and goal now from the 9. And he is going to lose yardage here. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Off the play fake, here's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it up. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 24
that
yards.
One goes for 24 yards.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Harvey will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Dobbins will score. Touchdown, Broncos.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
A little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
To kick off for the
now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
At the 22-yard line.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Mahomes going to throw. Got a man over the middle. Worthy. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
A gain of 15.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Now here's Mahomes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Intended for
so many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Mahomes to throw once more. Got him in. It's Brown. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Chiefs.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. No hesitations. They go right back to Kelce. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's second down.
Brings up second.
Now another timeout
7
called for by the offense. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rice. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Kansas City.
Rashee Rice. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Chiefs,
extra 14, point by Butker is on target.
6.
And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts.
4 yards
as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 31-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Nix. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts.
7-yard gain.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Nix. He will find his man Sutton. That's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
Hey, we're good.
First down now that clock rolling.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw. Nix. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
2nd and 10.
Captain, hold on, son. Ready. Hey, Sean, let's go. Bombers. Chill.
Nix looking to throw again. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Halftime here on Monday Night Primetime. It is off to Orlando we go. Here is Scott Hansen with our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in the second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And the Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. They have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
In motion, the tight end. And his throw here is incomplete.
The one thing we know about RPO throws, they don't take long to develop. He had him wide open to the outside, hit him with it, but I think his eyes were looking downfield trying to see that open grass. Ends up dropping it. That's a missed opportunity.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nick Benito. down the left sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
So now the Broncos offense will come out here as they'll try to add on 2 more.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Motion.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Chiefs 14, Broncos 12.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First down, Chiefs.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? But after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
He was brought down
just
by
what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's second and 2.
At the Broncos' 31-yard line.
Again, it's Pacheco. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
He's brought down at the
It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
And
they were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Well, the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
First and goal, Kansas City.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this.
That is caught by Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
A great effort there with his second touchdown of the night. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Broncos 12.
5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now they'll go with a reverse. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. looking to put a drive together.
Almost set. Ready. Ready, hunt.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Second and 9.
Almost set. Ready. Ready, hunt.
Nick's going to tap this forward. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
They'll go with a touch pass here to pick it up.
1-yard gains are trending. The same result on first, second, and third down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Bombers, bombers, bombers. Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay, olay.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
It's a gain of 8.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Captain, 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 captain. Almost set. Ready. Drill, drill, drill. Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay, olay.
Nick's to throw again.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
And quickly, they get to the line.
Sacked. A loss of 5 yards. It's second down.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll work this way to about the 38. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and
Bombers,
6.
bombers, bombers. Down right, down right.
Nick's from the shotgun.
And he completes this to Sutton.
Nixon.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
It's 4th down.
Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay, olay.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix.
That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short.
It's a turnover on downs.
He's got Brown on the out route complete. Down the right sideline.
And he will take it on for a Chiefs touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 43 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and get it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
The Chiefs
Mahomes will throw for it.
2-point conversion.
And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores.
Chiefs 29, Broncos 12.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Oh, my son! Ready!
On 1st and 10, it's Dalvin. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Here's Nix. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Down the left sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. J.K. Dobbins. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Broncos 20.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
47-yard line.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts.
First down, Kansas City.
And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On first down, they'll go back to Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open, get to the QB, and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
First down.
I go up.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Pacheco, the ball carrier.
There for the stop defensively, Nick Benito. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
He was brought down.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that is no good.
The kick is no good.
And that'll keep this a 9-point game. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Captain, 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 captain. Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay, olay.
To throw is Nix. And he's taken down. The Chiefs set.
Go.
Well, they hurry back to the line now.
A loss of 4 yards. It's 2nd down.
Nix to the air. Under pressure. And they get to him again. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 19. Now it's Nix. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shot at the 46-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
And it's straight, it's Pacheco. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
He's tackled
65 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
And a 1st down, Chiefs.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10. And the big boys up front,
they're going to stop him right at the line.
At the 28-yard
and
line.
Whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's 3rd and 9. To throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brings up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
The score.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So the Broncos now down by 12. Just over a minute 40 to play. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order.
Oh, my son! Joe, Eddie! My son! Away!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And got his man complete. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Marvin Mims, 75 yards. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Oh, my
the Broncos will line up.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. They just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have 1 timeout. You look at the clock, and let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. The chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
KC's offense ready to take over. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Mahomes going to throw it here. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. Now a 2nd and 10.
Yellow! 180!
Back to throw, Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he will take it all in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Kansas City.
Patrick Mahomes, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs will add to their fourth quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Chiefs 39. Broncos
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone.
Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's
City.
Butker on to kick it away. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Broncos take over.
The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Almost set. Ready?
To throw, here's Nix. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Yellow. 180.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were buoyed, Charles.